Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Soup for Thought. I would like to thank all of you for tuning in my channel and my first series. If you read the title and you know what this video is about. Listen, I love anime and I've watched more than my fair share. They have told some of the most epic stories, from the tale of a blonde-haired orphan impregnated by the world's angriest Pokemon to this funky kid trying to do the impossible, play basketball without an ounce of height and melanin. After watching so much anime, you begin to notice things like how every protag is born with some extraordinary hidden power, or that one character that looks just like a woman. You know the one. They'll have you question your sexuality every single episode.
What the hell are you talking about? I am a boy!
Another thing that flows across nearly all genres is the theme of family. The problem is that some anime has some of the most fucked up families I've ever seen. You could throw a dart and hit some random character with daddy issues. Every other protag has an OP-ass villain as a dad, a sadistic sister, or a brother that killed everyone at a family reunion just to get a pair of contacts. And God forbid you give birth to a spiky-haired baby with magenta hair. You are not long for this earth, I promise you. There are some rare ones out there, and shout out to Mama Deku. We love you, and we will protect you. But let's be honest, Dr. Phil would have a field day with anyone else. So pack your bags and get ready to meet your new family. Okay, so the first role we'll take a look at is good old Mommy Dearest. I'll be judging all the bad moms based on these three criteria I came up with: how bad their actions were, the effect they had on the child, and finally, whether or not I feel like they got what they deserved in the end. This is my personal opinion. It's extremely biased list. Feel free to argue in the comments if you disagree. You're wrong, but go ahead and try. I also try to limit it to anime that I at least seen at least 1 or 2 episodes of. So let's take a look at all the dishonorable mentions. Alright, first up we have Satsuki and Ryoko's mom, Ragia Kiryuin from Kill la Kill. Now listen, Kill la Kill is a wild show, it's a crazy adventure. Do not let anyone catch you watching this, you will not live it down. But taking what Kiryuin did out of context seems pretty bad. She's trying to rule the world, pitting her daughters against each other, grabbing a handful of one of her daughter's ass, and ripping the other daughter's heart out. Nah, not like emotionally, I mean literally shoved her hand inside her chest like a Thanksgiving turkey. I have to say this, she's a shitty mom in every sense of the word. But she's not the worst you could think of. The world of Kill la Kill is wild as hell, so it doesn't really stick out as much as you think it would. I mean, main characters walking around in a sentient schoolgirl uniform that transforms to the sexiest, most age inappropriate costume I've ever seen. Satsuki and Ryoko have very different and extreme personalities, but they're still able to create friendships and lasting bonds and function somewhat normally for that world. I mean shit, Ryoko didn't even know for the majority of the series that was her mom. Ragia did end up dying at the end of the series, so even steams I guess. I give her credit for the horrible parenting, but as far as the lasting effects and not getting what comes to her, she doesn't quite fit the bill. The next trash mom we'll take a look at is Mayu's mom from Elfen Lied. This character doesn't even have a name, but considering what she did, calling her anything other than a female dog would be disrespectful. I will not do that, however, because all women are queens and I'm not getting canceled before I get a chance to sell out. Please sponsor me. Let me give you some background information. Mayu's mom and dad separated at some point, which is pretty normal. She was remarried, which isn't that big of a deal. The problem is that she secretly blamed Mayu for it and began treating her colder than the tip of a popsicle. The worst part is Mayu's mom sat by twiddling her damn thumbs while Mayu was sexually abused by her new papa. When Mayu finally worked up the bravery to speak to her mom, someone she thought she could trust, she cocked back and smacked her feelings out.
Damn!
Then she had the nerve to accuse her of taking her man. This sounds like the worst Steve Wilkos episode that ever aired in Japan. Luckily, she was finally able to escape R. Kelly's playhouse, but the most frustrating part is that nothing ever happened to the mom or stepdad. They just moved on with their lives and never heard from again. The only reason Mayu's mom isn't the worst mom you could have is because eventually Mayu was able to live a relatively adjusted life. She still had some trauma, but it was nothing the power of friendship couldn't fix. Good old power of friendship. So while her actions are terrible and Karma seems to have forgotten about her, it didn't have the lasting effects that we're looking for. Now, before I give my vote for the worst anime mom you could have, I need to preface it with this. I absolutely love this anime and became way too emotionally involved in the characters, so I will admit this one's a little biased. The other ones were, but this one especially. But the worst mom you could have is Akemi Hunazuki from Erased. Saying that her daughter Kaya was abused is not even doing it justice. This poor child was beaten, strangled, and thrown in the shed like a sack of potatoes. She endured constant physical and emotional torture to the point she became numb to everything just so she could not be hurt again. Even when confronted about her actions about the protagonist, she boldly just tells her daughter to lie about it. I think she said something on the lines of, "I fell," even though she clearly didn't. The reason why Kemi is your shitty anime mom is because, unlike the other entries, her abuse will ultimately lead to your death. Kemi's constant abuse made her daughter an easy target for a serial killer, and she paid the ultimate price several times during the show. Now, the main character was able to save her in the end using the anime quick save ability he got, but that doesn't excuse what she did. Clearly, what Kemi did was inexcusable, and the effects were permanent for that timeline, considering her daughter did die. The child eventually was taken from her, and she looked like she regretted her actions later, but she didn't even get as much as a fine for the hurt she caused her daughter. So to me, this is why Akemi Hinazuki from Erased deserves to be your shitty anime mom. Unfortunately for you, I believe in a nuclear family, so we still have a couple more members to add to your clan from hell. But please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're new, so you can catch my next video, where I show you who your new daddy is. Peace.